You know, as a content creator, it's really easy to get so caught up in the grind that it causes you to dismiss your mental health. I've had crazy stretches on YouTube where I was bringing in the most views of my life, had no peace, I was stressed out. And especially as you develop as a person, you're gonna have more responsibilities around you with family, friends, and all that. So today in this video, I want to talk about the system that helps me to find a healthy work-life balance. I believe in work-life balance. You're gonna hear from a lot of people that, like, you know, there's no such thing, there's no such balance to strike. And balance is not something that you strike. I think it's just a balancing. Like for me, I'm helping lead a youth ministry for my church. I work full-time, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. I have a family, I'm in a relationship, while trying to take the steps needed to be a full-time creator. So life does not get easier, and in fact, this might be the least busiest you will be in your life, depending on where you're at in life, you know. But I know for me, life at 21 looks 10 times different than at 18. I learned so much by balance. But one thing that helps me to keep my business and even just life stable are the systems I have in play, not just hard work. If I did all the responsibilities of all those things I listed every single day, I would not be here. I would have grays, bro. Like, I would literally have a full head of grays because I would have no sense of balance. If I'm editing, trimming, posting, sharing, making reels in one day, while working 6 to 6, while loving my family, while being in a relationship, like my brain would explode. The things that keep things intact are systems. When you have systems in play, you're gonna be able to navigate better and show up to whatever step of the process with your 100%. When I was 18, I was able to do all those things in one day. Even though it was tiring, I was able to kind of scale my content more because I didn't have no responsibility. I thought I did, I didn't have none. And even when I was doing that, I would do that so much that was like where I thought that's where I was getting my peace from, like my sense of accomplishment. But when I was off that camera, off the stream, bro, I was one of the saddest moments of my life. I only felt fulfilled when I was doing that. When I wasn't, I felt like everything I was doing was taken away from my goals. I just felt like I wasn't finding much purpose outside of being a YouTuber, which you can't be 24/7. You do need to rest, you need to live life and get away from the camera and the gaming and turn away to your reality. So what's the difference between working with systems and working hard? It's the same difference between working smarter versus working harder. It's an amazing quote actually by Abraham Lincoln himself. He said, if I had 6 hours to chop down a tree, I would spend the first 4 hours sharpening the axe. And this is an amazing illustration of what it takes to work smarter versus working harder. You can spend 6 hours swinging at that axe and going your hardest, or you could spend an hour or two planning. You could spend an hour or two delegating whatever you do, and you're able to show up for whatever the task is today. So for today, for instance, right, I literally filmed 6-7 videos today. That's completely different than editing, posting, brainstorming videos, and doing all 6 of them in one day. That would, bro, I would be stressing. I think especially with content creating, scaling is an amazing art that I had too much pride to go for. My day to day when I was playing 2K was literally, I would film a video in the morning, I would edit it, I'd make a thumbnail, I would SEO it, post it, and I would stream at 6 every single day for like the whole summer. And I ain't gonna lie, I don't know what it was. It had to be like the addiction and dedication to it that didn't feel as burnt out. But eventually I did burn out. I will admit, I did burn out. And I needed like a 2-week break where I was just like, bro, I need a moment. Like, I can't even think straight. Breaks are needed in our process. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get it twisted. We definitely need breaks. But that mental burnout is definitely able to be avoided. You don't want to burn out. I think burnout comes from when you aren't getting rest. And for me, as a spiritual person, I need that rest mentally, but I also need it spiritually. I need to like reconnect with, you know, my creator to get back in the right headspace mentally, physically, and spiritually, and deploy and go after whatever else I'm doing. So now I'm going to share about some of the systems that I use. The first one that I use is setting dates for things. So for me, my day-to-day looks pretty different every single day. I have responsibilities of helping out with the church. I have responsibilities with helping out with their social media team. I have a lot of things I'm being pulled at right now. So I decided, at least with my content, I'm going to schedule days where I do specific tasks. So today, like Saturday, I'm recording on a Saturday. Today's my batch/edit day. So today is a day that I record a bunch of videos, and if I feel the energy for it, I'll edit. Because sometimes I like to do a little bit of 2-in-1. Like, maybe I already have videos that I need to catch up on, I'll take it as a day to edit. Or if I need to record videos, I'll take it as a day to record. That's where I do strictly recording. I'm not scripting, I'm not editing, I'm not posting, none of that. I'm literally just doing the simple task of posting, so I'm not burning myself out. Sunday is a day I do my church ministry content, so I'll post, you know, for the church media team, I'll create stuff for it. Monday's a day where I post my YouTube videos. If I have a YouTube video ready to upload, I'll post it. And right now I'm posting once a week until I can figure out a consistent basis, and then I'll pump out more. I'm trying to post every other day. Tuesday is the day where I take my YouTube videos and paste them into an AI clip generator where they generate like 10 to 15 clips of my YouTube videos, and then I'll post them all throughout the week. Wednesday is the day that I script my videos, my video ideas. Thursday, I batch and record. Friday's the day I prep. I kind of just send everything into my editor. I'll let it like transcribe the video, and then I can cut it up and do some like simple cutting of like the ums and everything. And repeat, that's pretty much my like calendar with it. Tuesday through Friday, I try to post like all shorts about maybe a video I posted on the previous Monday. But setting dates has allowed me to like have a focus. I think especially as a creator, you want to be focused and aim for something. If you're kind of aimless, they're gonna aim and hit nothing. I'm not gonna lie. You'll spend the whole day doing a whole lot of nothing. You'll be trying to script one video and you'll be like, oh shoot, I can edit this video, and then you're like going on Instagram thinking that you can be posting reels right now because you see reels on your For You page. Like, you feel what I'm saying? I get it. That's pretty much me when I don't have a system in play. So when I'm sticking to my systems, it helps me to be disciplined in the fact that, okay, I'm tempted to want to edit, but like, what's the main goal here? The goal is to be in motion and be consistent rather than trying to work. And there might be days where you're working hard, but you don't want to work hard over the fact of working smart. That's way more important. Now, mind you, a day like Saturday is usually a free day for most. So for me, I did a little bit more. I definitely batched, but I actually scripted a couple of videos that didn't have much of a script. So I spent a few hours sharpening that axe, and now for the last hour and a half, I've been chopping down that tree. Some days call for it. Maybe if Friday you're busy, Thursday you're busy, so you can't stick to that exact schedule. But I do think splitting up the process, even if it's not day by day, is super important. Maybe I'll spend a morning scripting, an afternoon batching, and then the next day editing. Like, as long as I do it like that, I really feel like I can show up consistently without worrying about getting burnt out or even stressing. I'm not stressing at all. The next thing I use is actually time blocking, and this is amazing. A couple of weeks ago, I had a talk with one of my mentors, and he was kind of just, you know, like challenging me to improve on my consistency, because sometimes like with the church social media team, I'll post and then I won't post for like 2 months, and I'll post again just because I'm so caught up in the busyness of life. This is why systems are important, because he was also telling me that although you're busy, you have time, but it takes intention. And at first I had to think about it, but if you really think about that, we all have the same 24 hours. Now, what's filled up in those 24 hours is different for everybody, but we all have the same 24 hours. So we have time, but oftentimes you just have to make intentional time for it. Like, you could be the most busiest in your life, but if you're in a relationship, bro, you know you need to put in time to that to nurture her. You know what I'm saying? And life is all about relationships. We have relationships with our phones. We have relationships with technology. Life is literally all about relationships. What is our connection level to those things? Think about how much you love content creation. If you could set an hour every single day for a week, that's 7 hours of work rather than 0. You don't want to be aimless. So you have time. It just cultivates you to create it. If you took 7 days to take an hour out of your day to do something, that's 7 hours of work that you could be doing. So yes, with time blocking, you could take, say, an hour if you want, but what I like to do is I'll put like an hour block to work. But what I do is I set 25-minute timers. Apparently there's a study that says something along the lines of, if you set a timer for 25 minutes at work and take a 5-minute break and you go back to it, your level of productivity doesn't take a dip. If you worked 5 hours straight on one task of editing, you would feel drained. That's why people, when they study for schools and like stuff in school, they get drained because they're studying for 5 hours at a time. But if you take 25 minutes to study, take a break for 5 minutes, you get back to it. You know what I'm saying? That keeps your dopamine and your focus at the same level. Your focus dips after a long like effort at something, that stride of something, and it can affect you. You know what I'm saying? It can affect your work productivity. So I definitely recommend setting 25-minute timers. You take a 5-minute break, set another 25-minute timer, set a 5-minute break. That's an hour of work right there. And that's, well, 50 minutes, but like still, that's an hour of consistent, dedicated work without having to take that dip. You probably would get more stuff done if you had 25 intentional minutes versus an hour of free time. Have a whole hour, oh, what can I do? What can I do? You have 25 minutes where you're just, bam, you're focused, you're locked in. That's the only thing I'm focusing on right now, my video. Bang it out, boom. It almost puts you on a time crunch. When you feel like you have less time, I feel like you operate better than you do, or more urgent than you do with a lot of time. You feel what I'm saying? Those are some productivity hacks that I like to use for my content creation flow, and I think that it's honestly helping me get to this next level. I think that for the cards that I have dealt, I think I'm still able to show up authentic me and consistent me with this system right here. If you set systems, keep you away from being burnt out, and it honestly keeps you away from relying on your feelings. When you're working based off feelings, you might feel happy, you might feel sad, and then not record. But if you have systems, then no matter how you're feeling, these things are still going to go into play and you're going to go for it. Love y'all. Hope this was helpful. If this was helpful, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We post videos like this all the time. Hit the notification bell as well. And if you just give me 5 more minutes, I'll show you guys how to become a professional speaker on camera. I'll see you guys in that video. Peace.